the Black House Fire Radio, and you're listening to.
Yes, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the time is on your end, and welcome to another beautiful episode of the Africa Today show right here on the media of the 21st century. This is the Black Fire Network radio station. I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. I hope I'm audible. I don't know why my camera is half. Kindly allow me to fix that before we get to continue. But karibuni sana to everyone who's live with us on the radio station, on website, on the Rumble page, on BitChute, and
too.
also on our TV. I hope
Yeah,
I am audible.
Yeah, you're on the TV.
Yeah, we're live on Rumble. I'm trying to see if I'm live on BitChute. I did go live. I want to see
Turn to the
how does it feel if I'm live.
Turn to the BitChute channel.
Let me see. But anyway, karibuni sana family to today's conversation where we shall be literally all over the place. I'll be sharing different conversation, random videos, and I want to start, of course, by sharing a one here that is very, very educative, something I bumped into this morning. And before we get started with the next video I'm about to share is coming from TikTok, and this is an African lady. I don't know where she's coming from, which continent, but which country from Africa, sorry. And she was talking about where she feels like Black Americans are always very super entitled when it comes to everything, you know. So I'll be sharing that, and I know it's gonna make majority of you very mad. Because
Not just make us mad, it's the jealousy factor. If you guys create a whole bunch of shit, if you guys would create a bunch of shit in Africa and the Caribbean or in South America, you'd be the focus. You can't get mad at me because we're a group of African people coming all over the continent. Got here, where's the slave?
That is where she disagrees, because she believes that Black Americans and Africans in the continent, maybe if I got it wrong, but we all literally are controlled by the same master. But
that's control. Yes, that's true. So how can we be better than you? How can we be better than you? Be controlled by the same master?
I'll share the video and then we shall hear much more. But let me share this one first before we get to continue, coming from this sister right here.
Do you know why you say the term good morning? Let's take it back to the plantation. Good morning was a term that the slave master used when a slave was unalived. And the other slaves.
Apparently, I learned this yesterday. I didn't know this. So this took me back to the first time I saw the term Grand Rising from majority of the Blackout Fires. And I was like, wait, hold up. Okay. Grand Rising? Which kind of greeting is this?
Why they say Grand Rising said good morning? Because of that, Joby.
Right. And exactly, nobody has ever questioned why do we say good morning? Whoever came up with this term, what did it define? Why did we choose to use this every morning when we wake up? But I'm so glad to literally know this, which majority of us literally do not know.
Were in a state of grief when they were in a state of mourning. They were crying, they were sad. To further taunt the rest of the slaves, the slave master would say, good morning. And then he would want them to say it back. This is why I do not say the term good morning. We say grand risings, rich risings, abundant risings, glorious risings. We do not want to use that verbiage. Mourning literally means sadness. It's very important to know why you use the words you do.
Yeah, and I remember recently you were also teaching Iwaton about bless, what it means, hell, which is hail. A lot of the words literally are so twisted, and I wish I can find that video also on TikTok, but it was also explaining a whole lot of words that we use. We don't have any clue what they mean, but I'm so glad to know this one. I didn't know this because I've never also myself, which is my fault, never bothered to ask any one of you, like, why do you say Grand Rising? Why no good morning? It's my fault, being honest. That is a level of ignorance that I didn't know, but I'm glad to bump into such a video.
Little ignorance. Well, yeah, ignorance means you don't know. So really not really. Yeah, like people don't know what blessing means be blessed. You know, all my good blessings They don't understand that means you're getting not blessed. You're getting less. They don't know that, Joe. But they went around, oh, I bless you and get your blessings. They have no idea that what that word really means. It means to be less.
Mm-hmm. But it again, like I was saying earlier, if you look at most of us, majority of us, especially as African people, the terms we use and the life we live is the life of a white man. Literally, the narrative fixed
Of
by
course.
him, and
Yeah.
even with the bless me, majority of us are using it because it's in the Bible. So you think it's a good term, like wishing you well. I'm wishing you nothing but just the best.
It's the English Bible. It's not the regular Bible. Remember King James, the English is a new language. English not old when they first created the Bible. So it wasn't they didn't say blessings in the original Bible. The African don't know that because the African has no access to the original Bibles. Doesn't even know that. That's the English version that they switched around during King James. And he put all these code words and shit in there. Because his first book was what, Joby? Demonology. How to learn about demons and talking to demons.
Mm-hmm.
That's King James' first book before Christianity. And you can write that up. What year did King
Yeah, I
James?
remember. I think you taught me that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, demonology. What year did he create the demonology shit?
Mhm. It's crazy. But as we get to continue, let me share another video I was to share of this lady here. I saw this video last week and I saved it. I said I'm gonna share it on one of these shows when everyone is here so that you can hear and give your thoughts about what
Black
this lady.
Americans think that they are better than African people. And this is essentially my understanding from the thousands of comments that they have sent because they didn't like the fact that I am African.
Yeah, and you're an idiot. You don't have any history. You don't see what you're saying. Yeah, they called you out because you're stupid. They say that we have colonized like other white people are stupid. See, that's the dirtbag behavior you Africans have because you colonial. You have tribalism. You have dirtbag culture, and you're being a dirtbag because you believe in tribal shit instead of unite with Africans. Because you have the same shit, whatever goopy place in Africa you come from. You're tribal. So you believe other Africans are always going to be bad to other Africans. And that's just not true. But you're tribal in the head. You're a dirtbag. You have dirtbag culture. That's what tribalism is. It's dirtbag culture. You haven't grown up. No one practices but ignorant Africans who stay broke and fucked up. It's dirtbag culture. Go ahead, Joe. Let us talk. Yeah, you got checked.
And call them colonizers. At first I thought that the word might actually be harsh, but they themselves provided in writing the proof that that was the perfect word. The one thing that they've kept on reiterating is the fact that we don't think about you Africans, but we're always thinking about us Black Americans. And this is because they inherently believe that they are superior to African people.
Obviously, you're thinking about us. Who's made a video? You making a video about Black Americans? Have you been in America? No. So why would you make a video about Black Americans? I'm not making a business about your stupid ass in your goofy village. So you are thinking about Black Americans because you made a video talking about Black Americans being colonizers. What do we own and control in Africa? Nothing. So why would you say we're colonizing you, but it's the white people? Because I told you, dirtbag niggas in Africa, you don't go after the white man. We got nothing to do with what the white man does in Africa. You do, but you won't do nothing about it. You'll say the Black Americans are somehow most Black Americans can't even afford to get to Africa. So they're colonizing you in a place they can't afford to get to. But you don't know that because you're stupid. There's white people you see in Africa, not a bunch of Black people. You go on any plane to Africa, the majority going to Africa are white people. You wouldn't know that. Because you haven't been out your village and you practicing dirtbag behavior. You're calling out Black Americans who you don't know nothing about. And we've done nothing to you. We don't got the power to do nothing to African continent. Go ahead.
But this is what now we understand. This is what they want. They want this back and forth argument about Africans on the continent, the African Americans who are better.
I just call her a dirtbag. That's what she is. She's got dirtbag culture. That's what happens with tribalism. She's got tribal culture. She's a dirtbag. She's going to stay poor and fucked up in her village. But she's not going to blame the white man. She's going to blame the other poor Africans across the ocean in America. It's crazy. We not
This is
controlling
what.
the oil in Nigeria.
Mhm,
We don't control the diamonds, the cobalt, the coltan. White people do. They're
mhm,
colonizing you, not us. Go
mhm, mhm. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I went even through the comments. One of the person told her, "No, you think we are? No, you think we are better. We never said that. Seek
Yeah, speak
therapy."
therapy, exactly. Yeah. She's a dirt bag. This is dirt bag African culture. This is tribal shit. They always want to go after the Africans, but never go after the real colonizer. They want to blame other tribes. I'm a Yoruba, I'm a Igbo, I'm a Kikuyu. Who gives a shit? It's the white man it's not the Kikuyu that's hurting you or the Lua that's hurting you. It's the white man. She never mentioned white people in any of her filthy ass mouth. So that's what it's dirtbag culture. What have you been to America? No. So why would you make a post about Americans, blacks colonizing you? How many black Americans are in your village? None, most likely. If you're lucky, maybe one. So what are you talking about? But I bet it's a bunch of white people in your country. I bet that. And if they do live there, they live in all the best places. You won't mention them.
I'm trying to figure out where she comes from with her accent. I don't know which country.
I can't figure it out either. It's not Nigeria. I'm not getting Ghana.
That's why they don't have to think about the struggles of African people in Africa, because why would you care about someone you consider to be inferior to you? They continue to reiterate this when they talk about, why don't you focus on the colonization that is happening in your own country, on the oppression that you're facing in your own countries, doubling down, talking about how Africans are weak.
Yeah, exactly.
And it really makes me wonder, because
Nah, Tanzanians can talk English this good. Nah.
Okay. All right,
those issues they're bringing up, they're actually a function of systemic colonization. But I don't understand why you want to blame Africans for systemic colonization. Yet, your own American country, you're able to understand that Black people are not responsible for systemic racism. Rather, they're victims of it. And when you talk about how we should just...
This lady is cat shit crazy. How people that were stolen, taken into slavery out of Africa, colonized Africa. Make it make sense. Lady, go read some books, get some education. Don't be putting on the internet talking stupid. Don't go on the internet. You're a moron. You are a whole moron.
Was the first thing when I saw that video. When I saw that video, I was like, I'm gonna share it, and it hit me back to when it came to my realization what they have been doing for so long. Because growing up, again, like we've said, there's that narrative Africans have of Black Americans, like, you know, you have the best life. Someone like I want to give a good example, Simba. You remember just a few months ago, this year,
it was
what
like
you were talking about, you know?
You're living in luxury. I'm like, luxury? You insane. You got African Americans that just been taking out their apartments over there where Zoe live at by fucking Venezuelan gang members. Hey, we're taking over the apartment and we're gonna kick you niggas out of here and put our illegal immigrants up in here. What are you talking about? What luxury are you talking about?
So there's that miseducation.
Go ahead, Joe.
There's that miseducation, false image that is created from both Africans. You know, there are those Black Americans who believe, and of course, I don't want to learn about why Africans' image has been painted this way. And when I talk about the poverty, so they have this assumption of Africans are poor, dirty, and all that. Not all Black Americans, some. Those who do not really want to know and dig deeper about, you know, why the image is put this way. Some is African.
They're just as ignorant. They don't give a fuck about no Africa, Joby. It's like they're just ignorant. Same with, they don't give a shit. They're just ignorant. Their life is here. You understand? Most African Americans are dumbed down. They're stupid. So they have no. We don't have any. You can, if we were on the street and just ask Black Americans just random questions, they wouldn't know a goddamn thing. Say, who's the vice president? I don't know. Who is that? Who is the president of the United States? Jamie Foxx? No, stupid. They dumbed down. And so only they've seen of Africa these movies, like when Setra had the person from Toronto. You Africans still live in huts. You still eat. And Soretto fucked it all up and brought out the damn bugs. Oh man, Seth, you just confirmed what they say. These niggas are eating bugs and ants and shit. What the hell is going on?
And, I just want to understand a lot. I wish you can have said to here, but how is you? I still don't get it. Why this country is being claimed to have plenty of food.
Me too. Yeah. I told Seth though. He said that's part of the what did he say? That's part of diversity. He crazy. I'm broke as hell. Me too. We've not seen the world. It was the military. You too, another dummy black man. Me too. That's why I went in. Were you still in the military when they had space available flights when we could fly anywhere as long as they had space A is available? That's how I seen the world, through the American military. Because the military is so big, America's military is bigger than anybody. We go anywhere around the world as long as there's space available and we get a free flight. So anywhere you wanted to go, if there's a military plane going and they had space available, you could get on it. So that's the only good thing. Yeah. Okay, use that. I think they got rid of space A. The military got cheap. Okay, 79, 89. Okay, yeah. You was in with space A then, exactly. I think the military got cheap and got rid of that shit. There ain't no more free flights, goddammit. So, but back then when we was in, I didn't get it to the 90s. You were out when I got in at the early 90s. So that's space A. That's how I was able to see the world. Because traveling is expensive as shit. Most black people don't got no, let's see what's the average most black people in America don't got no passport at all. Let's see what's the average of black Americans with passports. Let me ask Google. We're like 10%. What's the average of black Americans who have passports? Okay, black Americans, 34% to hold a current passport. So less than 50%. White Americans are not that high either. White Americans only 42%. Don't nobody go, everybody's broke. Even white Americans, they're damn, let me share this. Even white Americans, only 42% of them got a passport. I didn't think it was even this high in black people, but I tell you now. See, U.S. passport ownership. Hispanics have higher passports because they bum rush the country. They got 55 because they're here illegally. Hispanic Americans got 55%, or more likely than whites at 42%, or black Americans at 34% to hold a current U.S. passport. So the vast majority of us don't own any passport to go colonize Africa, lady. We're broke.
You're stuck where you are.
Don't get no passport to go colonize no Africa. But you don't know that.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That there's a click on your end.
My end, I don't got nothing open. I don't know what's coming from.
I can hear myself from your end.
That's your end, Joby.
No.
I don't got nothing open. So it can't be my end. Usually means you got another page open. I don't got another page open. Let me see.
Okay.
I don't think I know no
Gone
other page.
now.
Let me
It's
see.
gone. It's gone.
I know, because that's you.
Anyway, but yeah, I'm saying that with that video, it reminded me back of literally.
That's cool. You're the rare one. You're the rare one. Another brother. You're the rare. You're rare. Is that Joey smiles like the lady at the bank? Yeah, I guess your lady at the bank got a beautiful smile. That's what Joby has. Joby's blessed with a beautiful smile. I don't need to be smiling at nobody. Okay, Joby, calm down.
But anyway, as we get to continue, another
Exactly. Most black people ain't been across town. Oh, let me finish this bit. Most black people, Joby, haven't been out of in America, we got 50 states, right? 50 different states. Oh, you would call that counties in Kenya. 50 states. Most black Americans haven't been out this state, Joby. If I was born in Virginia, I never been out of Virginia. If I was born in Florida, I've never left Florida. I was born in California. I've never left California. If I was born in Texas, I've never left Texas. That's most black people. If I live in Pennsylvania like Jibber Jabber, I've never left Pennsylvania or Illinois. I found that, when I started going around the country, I said, a lot of older black people said, man, I met this old guy in Florida. He ain't never been out of Florida. I was like, what? You ain't never been out of Florida your whole life? You ain't been like to Georgia or Alabama. Nah. Is it nice up there? I said, God, it's a nice goddamn. This motherfucker ain't never been out of Florida. And check this out. One time I was in Virginia with this old man. And he lived on the North Carolina-Virginia border. So he could go like 10 miles to get to. It's like being on the Tanzanian-Kenyan border. You can go across the border. I said, you ain't never 10 miles from the border. You never been to North Carolina? Ever? Nah, young blood. That's what I'm saying. I ain't never been to North Carolina. It's right down the road. Literally. You never been 10 miles down this road and just went across the border just to see what North Carolina's like than Virginia. Nah, man, I ain't never been to North Carolina. I said, God damn. So, not have only most black people ain't left the country. Most black people have never even left their state, Joby. Fuck the country. They ain't been out the state. I told you I was in the military because since I'm from California, we used to go back and forth to Mexico a lot because Mexico's right on the border of California. And there's this black guy said, man, we're going to go into California, have a good time. Man, I don't know about going into another country. I was like, what? And remember at that time, 25, 30 years, you didn't need no passport to get into Mexico. We could just walk across the border. I said, man, we're going to go into Mexico. We're going to go to Tijuana. Have a good time, man. Man, I'm never going to another country. What's going to happen down in there? What? What's going to happen down there? Nah. That's okay, goofy nigga. You stay here at the McDonald's. Because they had to make, if you guys know, let me know, is that McDonald's still in San Diego at the border right there? They probably tore it down. There used to be a McDonald's right there. You eat and they go across the border. I said, you stay here. We're going across the border for 2 days for the weekend. We're going to chill in Tijuana, Mexico for 2 days. You go back to the base or stay here. Do whatever you want to do. So at the last minute, he decides to get his ass up and go to the border. And then the funny part about it, when it was time to leave, this nigga didn't want to leave. He didn't want to come back to the States. Oh, man, I had a great time. He was having all sex with prostitutes, his nasty ass. He was looking at all kind of donkey shows. Women have sex with donkeys.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't do that shit in America, Joe. It's illegal. Them was in the club. Them having sex with donkeys. So, it's just like the vice president. The vice president candidate. The vice president guys. You can look this up. What's that? Tim Wise, who's running for vice president. You got Tim Wise and you got J.D. Vance on the side. Tim Wise, if you guys don't know, had horse semen pumped out his stomach. Now you guess how you get. Look at Joby back. Tim Wise, Joby, had horse semen pumped out his stomach. Horse nut. Now you imagine how you get horse nut in your gut, Joby. You figure that out. You know what they do. And you can Google that, Joby. Google it. Did Tim Wise have horse semen in his gut? Now you can figure. I'm not gonna say how I got there. Let me pull it. I'm here. I gotta get out of here.
I'm not pulling it. You pull it. I'm not pulling it up. I'm not.
I'm gonna pull it up, Joby.
God damn.
And
these are the leaders. These are the people.
Hold on, Joby. I gotta say, you messing me up. Hold on. God damn it.
This world is a joke. For real, for real.
Was vice presidential candidate Tim Wise stomach pump for horse semen? Of course, they're gonna try to lie now. See, I fact focus. False claims. Now it's false. I told you. Now they're gonna say it's false. Let me show you, because I told you. And everybody got the documents. It's true, because they gotta save him. Remember, I'm gonna pull it up. Now they gotta save him. These are false claims. Of course they are. Of course. Why would that claim even be made at all then? Of course they're false now. Of course. See, so it said fact focus, and you know this is owned by them who want to put them in office. Google's lying. Because they got the documents. False claims follow Minnesota governor's selection as running mate. Let me see what. So let's see here. It's not showing the damn. Where's it at? That is saying false claims. I didn't give me what the false claims are with their slick ass. Then he just got false claims on them. Nah. We're not even getting it no more. I looked at you can't find it no more. High salary, I ain't talking about none of this. See, it's taking you where I'm not even asking to go. See, so it goes to Tim Wise stomach pump of horse semen. See, it's not even coming up. The Manchurian Candy. Oh, this is a video. I don't want to see a video. I thought I was going to do. Okay. So somebody's already made a video of it, proved. I don't want to go into that, but yeah. So somebody's already made a video about the semen in his gut. about the horse semen in his gut, Joby. Horse semen. And you know what you do to get semen in your gut? Horse nut. I got some horse nut in my gut. Yibba, 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 yibba.
This just explains. Okay, and these are vice so-called presidents who have been chosen to be part of this so-called leadership. It just explains the Jays, the people we're dealing with, how the butchers, how molesters.
Yes. Remember Tim Wise? Tim Wise is one of the governors in his state of Minnesota. He's the governor there. He passed a law that you don't got the right to tell your kid they'll take your child if you say he's not transgender, Joby. So we know he did it. That's in it. He passed that law. So they'll take your kids if you don't allow the state to transgender your child. That's his state. So we know the semen is in his gut. That's why they want them there, Joby. The Jays, the Jays are doing it. All this debaucherous shit. You got the semen in your gut.
A question I had when I was writing this title of today. And,
you ain't smart. Imagine, you see how big a horse penis is? Bloop, 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 bloop. I know. That's why I was discussing in his gut. Is that where the term dog and pony show came from? Yeah, it is. You got all that debaucherous stuff. You see the horse, they get to have sex with donkey like that dog. You'll see, not trying to be bad with Joey, you see the Mexican women sucking the donkey dick and all that nut going on their face, all that sperm. That's what made me think about Tim Wise. Because he's like, hey, man. The one who was scared to go crazy. Hey, man, this is crazy. Did you see the way that woman sucked that donkey's dick? God damn. That's some, And so, remember, they were having sex with, it's called donkey shows. They were have sex with the donkey, or they suck the donkey's penis, then nut all on their ass, be covered with nut. Like, to me, I was like, this is some disgusting shit. But they get off on, they go down to Tijuana to see that shit. Let me see how much of the donkey shows in Tijuana. Let's see it. They might have stopped them by now. Ain't been out of years. Let's see. How much are the donkey shows in Tijuana, Mexico? Let's see. Donkey show myth. There's not no myth. How much money does Tijuana earn? He said the donkey show myth. It ain't no damn myth. I see. A donkey show is an actual thing. Let's see here. Somebody just asked that last year. ask a Mexican the truth about Tijuana donkey show. Exactly. So they know they're down. How they know I was gonna say it was? Oh yeah, I did ask about Tijuana. Okay, I did say Tijuana. Now they might not do them no more. Donkey shows in Tijuana. This guy's got a video. So I went to Tijuana for a few days. So this guy's talking about this. He must have seen one. Let me see. What is a Tijuana donkey show? Let me see what this guy says. Let me share my screen and put what this dude's saying. Now they might have stopped it because it's so filthy and they got embarrassed by it. How do I know? Let me see it. Oh, I can't get the bit. Nah, man, I can't get it on Facebook. I ain't gonna sign. Let me see. No, let's try it again. Oh no, I erased the whole thing. I'm not looking that up again. But anyway, the guy had a video talking about it. Right? You go look it up yourself. That's right. That's real. Try to claim a myth. No. They might not do it now. Back then they did it. When I was a kid, they did it. We used to go across the border, get paintings, and my mom said, you turn, because it was all Jason, you've been down to Tijuana, haven't you, Jason? You been down there, brother? I don't know if you read in LA. We used to go down there a lot. You ever go down to Tijuana, Jason? It was all advertised when you get across, not in the American side, as soon as you get across the border, it's advertised. And so my mom would take us down to get cheap deals back in the day. And we were kids, she said, turn your goddamn heads. Okay. Calm down. I ain't seen that anyway. This happens, she would tell us to turn on. She said, turn your goddamn head. I was like, what? I was like, what? What are you talking? Turn our head for what? Because they were advertising. Not that they were even showing it at that part we were going to. They were just advertising it. Now, since you was little, see, you went, yeah. You just go with, see, when you was little, your parents used to take you there, right? Because it was cheaper back in the day. My mom would take us down there, go across the border, get a bunch of cheap shit. And they would have an advertisement. You remember them velvet, Jason, remember they had them velvet paintings and shit? They had them cheap ass velvet paintings. And so they would advertise the donkeys. And my mom would say, we little kids, we don't know the fuck we read. Me and my brothers and sisters walk. My mom would get to some things. She said, turn your goddamn heads. Turn my heads for what? What happened? What we doing? Yeah, you remember the velvet paintings, exactly. My mom would go buy them fucked up velvet paintings back in the day. You know, them goofy velvet. I ain't seen one in years. But she bought one of them goofy velvet paintings and a whole bunch of cheap shit. And it'd be donkey shows, damn, advertising. Of course, we could read. We didn't know what that was. We thought maybe we'd get on top of a donkey and ride it. Hey, Mom, you take us to the donkey show where you ride a donkey? Like they got in Africa, all these donkeys just normal. We know somebody's going to be fucking a donkey. Sucking a donkey.
You know how dirty are donkeys?
I know, Joe.
Oh, my God.
I know. You know how deep you got to suck a horse's feet to get that seed?
No, I don't want to know. None of that.
Goop. They're like, oh, shit, my stomach's fucked up. You fucked up. My stomach.
As we get to move on.
I used to go get fireworks. Yeah, fireworks too. Yeah, fireworks too. Exactly. My mom too. Mm-mm. And those naked sisters on velvet. Yeah, it'd be them velvet paintings. Exactly right. That's a big thing in Mexico, jibber jabber. They would make them. A lot of black people from LA would go down there and buy them goopy paintings. Yeah, it's goopy painting night. Go ahead, Joby.
Wow.
Joby got to learn to get that semen in your gut. Horse semen up in there. Goop.
It's crazy. This is crazy. And as we talk about false information, the next video I'm going to be talking about is or the video I'm sharing right here is talking about the mainstream media, and which you can see from just you pulling stories that were very easily available back then. You could see them today. They are not easily found. They are now conspiracy theories. They are false information.
And we know they're not conspiracy theories, Joe, because I've been to them.
You've been there. You can't say it's a conspiracy theory. But let me share this video here, which explains a lot more.
This is the role of corporate media in our lives. One, violence is not violence when it is practiced by the West.
By the West, exactly. They get to kill.
Nothing the West ever does is termed as violent. It can drop bombs on people in Japan, as it has, right?
Couple of nuclear bombs.
No other nation has ever used nuclear weapons, but yet it's never called violence.
That's what
It could kill 6 million people in the country of Vietnam, but it's never called an invasion, an overthrow. It can attack Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, and put bases all around the world, but it's never done for violence. But if you pick up a stick, a rock, if you push, if you shove, you are committing violence against the West and or its institutions.
It's called propaganda. Exactly. That's their propaganda. That when they say that everything they do is not by, they kill people in the millions. No one's killed many more as a European. Taking over lands, invade, put their bases in to make sure they steal all your shit.
Exactly. And that is so true. I was trying to, the same video was very relatable with another one right here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it still on TikTok, but sadly that is the truth that we are experiencing today, literally, where people who are committing genocide globally right now, nobody is holding them accountable. But I was saying, when I was setting up the show today, the question I had in my head, because if you try to think about everything going on around the world, we have puppets, people like Obama. Let me see if I'm gonna find the video. People like Obama, we have Kamala Harris, all these front people, all the African puppets, Joe Biden, Trump, and all that. But the question is always about the J's kid. As much as you say that they're gonna drop a whole nuclear weapon bomb on us or whatever, I mean, who's gonna pay for all this? That is my question. Because I always think about who's gonna pay for all this.
They make the money out of nothing. Who mean pay for what?
Who's gonna pay for all these damages they have done? All the J's. You wanna tell me?
You don't got the power. You don't know. You're too ignorant to know. You know who's doing it. Most people don't even know who's doing it. So how you know? And you worship them through your goopy religion. Ain't you a goopy Christian? Don't you believe Don't you believe the J of God?
Okay. Knowing that Africa is going to rise up, we're going to take back the whole world, we're going to be in control, we're going to be in charge, still to the J's. You're not telling me none of these people are going to be held accountable?
Oh, they will. As soon as the young African, not by these old niggas, the youth, when the youth starts getting all this information, it's going to be scary times for them. Scary, scary times. That's why they're trying to do what? Come out with more monkeypox and other things that depopulate your ass. Of course, Joby. It's gonna be scary times. Scary, scary times, of course.
Let me share this video here.
The National Convention just ended and Kamala Harris made her speech. I made a video on Instagram saying I have no idea what her presidential policies are.
That's the guy makes me laugh. It's disgusting. I got 500,000 followers, and I get 30 views on a TikTok video. This is disgusting. I'm shadow banned. Yes, you are. Highly. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party, you Nigerian Negro. Welcome.
Before
36 views.
Down, suddenly becomes a rock star and a media darling. So I was.
Which is a lie. That's what I talked about. Exactly. Pause that for a minute. He's saying exactly what I've always said. How is it that this individual here, right? How is it that this individual here who's never got any vote from no American people, didn't stand any primary, hasn't got any vote? 4 years ago when she ran, she had to bow because she never got a vote. And now she didn't get a vote. Nobody voted for this broad. But now she's a Democratic nominee. She didn't go through any damn primary because they're going to try to STAL. The CIA's not allowed to back people, but they backed her. Now they're going to steal the election because they got to put the Agenda 2030 in. The Depop, cause confusion with all these illegal aliens in here taking over shit, giving weapons. They find all these illegal aliens now got high-powered weapons. Where did these illegal aliens get weapons from? But they're telling you to turn in your weapons and gun control. You're out of your fucking mind. You better not never get your guns up. You got illegal aliens who are anti-black up in here with weapons that they gave them. But go ahead, Joe. This woman's an empty shoe and a moron. They what they wanted. They got another one. She's an idiot. Never got one vote from nobody. How's she the candidate without one vote? Hell, this is worse than Africa. This ain't even, you can't even pretend like this is democratic. You didn't get a chance to even vote for this woman to make her the nominee. They just said, hey, she's the nominee, and that's it. You're like, what? Nobody voted for this broad to be no nominee. So what? Obama said, yeah, you got Michelle. Obama wakes up every day thinking about democracy. Then if he wakes up every day thinking about democracy, he would have said this is undemocratic to make Kamala Harris the candidate of the Democratic Party because she never got any votes. Nobody voted on her. It's undemocratic. But they still think everybody's stupid with all that propaganda. Like you said, now she's the darling. She's now a rock star. Remember, that's them trying to form your reality, form the narrative. It's a lie. Before they put her in there, she was the worst sitting vice president in history. She had the worst numbers in history. Now, a month later, she's a rock star. That's a lie because they need to steal it. Have you believed? Well, damn, she could have won it. How? Because they're framing the narrative, family. They're creating your reality. That's what propaganda does. She went from the most hated person in government to now the most loved in a month. From who? From where? And that's what he's saying. Because they want to shape reality through their mainstream media, which is controlled by the CIA. It's a lie. So when they try to steal this election, they say, oh, the polls, she was up in the polls. Like, what? This woman ain't never been popular. Everybody hates her ass. But go ahead, Joby.
Thinking about this because I'm an African and that I should stay out of American business. This is Muammar Gaddafi. He was the last great leader in Africa and was trying to unite the continent. Give us a single currency for you, dummy.
I told these dumb African niggas. He wasn't trying to unite it for you, dummy. Trying to unite it for the Arabs, who all in my comments they calling me a dirty nigga. Bitch. He wasn't trying to unite the continent for you, moron. I apologize for doing what I did to Africans. Gaddafi committed genocide against African people who lived in the South, who are the original black people of Libya. Genocide. But these goofy niggas are, oh, he's the last great African leader. He's Arab, moron. He's not African. Is he in an African country? Yes. But those are controlled by Arabs. So he's not an African leader. He's an Arab leader who wanted to put the Arabs in control of all of Africa. That's why you got Abu Dhabi and Dubai stealing out of Africa today, stupid. They're not there to help you. They're there to use your resources to put them on top because they know you're dumb, like you are. You worship other people. So I'm going to give Joby credit. Joby like, hold on, wait, we got to wait and see first. Exactly. Go ahead, Joby.
The West. America helped to murder him in 2011.
They didn't help. They did
Hillary
murder
Clinton. I posted a video on my platform where when she was told of the murder of Gaddafi,
he died.
She laughed her face off. This is the video right here. Remember
the psychopath.
This
we
is
came, we
Barack
saw, we
Obama,
done.
the U.S. president that oversaw the murder of Muammar Gaddafi. An event that led to
he put it in motion
of Libya
because his puppets, who are the Jays, told him to do it. Remember, as I told Joe, when you had General Wesley Clark or before Obama came president, we're going to go into Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Way before Obama became president. That was back when Bush was president. When General Wesley Clark said he'd seen those orders from the Jays. This is what you're going to do. And it came from the Jays. That's a fact. Go ahead, Joby. Obama's just a puppet to do their bidding.
Dream to bring prosperity to Africa. The US has been meddling in African politics for decades. So have the UK and France and Germany. The list goes on and on and on of countries and governments that cannot keep their noses out of African politics.
Not the nose, they control it.
Children in cobalt mines in the Congo. This scene that you're seeing
because
here
of the money
all over Africa, producing resources that is taken by the West, specifically the United States, UK, and so on and so forth.
To make them rich.
The auspices of US foreign policies in these countries that do nothing to stop this sort of stuff from happening.
No,
so you can
the
continue
puppets
to
don't
have
do
computer
shit.
chips
They get
and
their little
facilities and cars and Teslas and all these things that these young children who are dying in these mines are providing. And you remember the Sahel Alliance, the union between Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger that you all celebrated when I talked about it? That is Assimi Goïta, General of Mali, General Tiani of Niger, Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. The three musketeers of West Africa trying to fight for our liberation from the likes of the United States. But hold on, I've got some more information. The Sahel Alliance. It was created.
This you, Ricky?
Biden and the US.
You got a different name? Is this you, Ricky? Yeah, the one Kylie women gave Camilla Harris all that money, and they got asked her, why would you vote for Camilla Harris? Her policy has been anti-black. She's locked up black women, black men, and kept them in prison because she's a black woman. She's not a black woman. You heard that black moron say that on the show I did last night. Because she's a black woman. So why would you vote for her policies are anti-black? Because she's a black woman. That's what I'm voting for. She's a black woman. You black bitches, you're dangerous. Your minds are destroyed in America. You're dangerous. Go ahead, Joby. Get my ass out of here.
Because those countries had coups to liberate themselves from the control of the United States, France, UK, and so forth.
Exactly.
Told ECOWAS, Joe Biden here, got ECOWAS to sanction Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali to force them to reinstall the puppet leaders that they had before that would send them backwards. And they also tried to squeeze those African countries economically into reinstalling those governments. These are the people that people are trying to tell us that we should not comment on, that we should not talk about who is getting elected. Now, you see, Kamala Harris is on record saying that she will not do anything specifically for black people. She was in an interview where she said that. Now, that sounds great. It sounds fantastic, because she would be president of all of America, so she can't be doing anything for any specific group, right? However, what is interesting is that she, along with Joe Biden in their administration, have no problem talking about or doing policies specifically for the LGBTQ community, for the Asian community with the Asian hate crime bill, and for the border, with the Mexicans and people crossing the border with ICE. When in January, the 1st January that the guy got into office, his executive order was to deconstruct all the stuff that Trump was doing to put those guys in prisons and, the detention camps that they had, and they were raiding houses and sort of all that stuff, including the stuff that they're doing for immigrants or migrants who are coming in, where they're giving them payment packages and all these things. They're fine doing things for those specific groups. But there is only one group in America that no politician, including Kamala Harris, can openly say they will do anything specifically for. That group is black people. Ain't no politician in America opening their mouths to say that they're going to do
and the black ones as well, because we got no real exactly.
Now,
just like
as an African,
we got no, we have no representation. Exactly.
With Libya and the impact that has had, because Libya is now a hellhole. And they haven't fixed that. They did nothing to repair that. And Obama himself has admitted how big a mistake that was.
He just said, he hasn't admitted. That's just to cover his own ass about his own legacy. Obama don't care. He meant to do that. He's not really apologizing, dummy. He just said, that was quite a mistake. That I killed millions of people. He got organ harvesting of Africans up there in Libya, in slave trade, and they raping African black women. It was just, I just fucked up. But who cares? Not going to do nothing about it because it wasn't a fuck up. He was told to do it. That's why he did it. Has he tried to go back and change it?
Exactly. He wouldn't even apologize because the people who control him also, will not allow him because
No,
I think they wouldn't allow him to literally do it.
no,
It goes back
they
to,
wouldn't
let
allow
me
him.
use the Kanye West kind of example. I want to use the Kanye West kind of example, which you keep on using every time. You know, they have given you everything you wanted. You've been kept in all the positions you've wanted, and now it comes to the term of you feel like now your stomach is full, you want to keep on vomiting everywhere. No, you're not going to be allowed to do that. You're going to vomit and clean that mess up. So we're not going to allow you to literally. I feel like that is the same situation with all these puppets. You know, they're not going to admit they have done wrong, and even if they do, it's in a shallow way, not to offend those who control them, to make them feel some, it's like an attack towards them, if I'm making it sound correctly, you know. So it is, this is just so crazy, because if it is for him, for Obama to apologize, he has a lot of things to apologize for, literally a whole lot of things. Coming to Africa, number one, disrespecting us, telling us that we should, you know, support all the agenda of homosexuality. That was actually a high level of disrespect. Going to a certain state where people are asking for water, where the taps have been damaged, the pipes, the water pipes, there's no, you know, that is a level of disrespect. You should have actually apologized, and you have the audacity to ask for water. And so many things is done, and what is not done as well for Black people. So
you don't give a damn
no
about
exactly.
Of a Black person, Kamala Harris, that won't say she will give Black American voters tangibles in exchange for their vote. Why would I not have any concern over what will happen under her watch with African foreign policy when she won't do what is basic politics for Black people in America? Isn't that just logical for me to have a concern about that? And another thing, because people keep bringing up this rhetoric of like, she's been the vice president, or she's coming with fresh ideas. This is fresh. We want somebody younger. We want somebody new. This is what people seem to be forgetting. Now, Kamala Harris is the sitting vice president. She's not new. So the thought of her being the one with fresh ideas doesn't even make sense. She ran in the previous elections as well and didn't even make it through the primary.
Exactly.
So
Didn't get one vote.
Who's new to the game. She's literally in office right now. And yes,
exactly. He does know that. Didn't get one vote.
Where she stands.
She's never got one vote in her life. So she's a goddamn candidate to be president. This woman's never got one vote. This is absolutely crazy.
Don't ask for anything. So if you vote for somebody that you never demanded that they give you something in exchange for your vote, how can you then be angry when they get into office and they don't do anything for you? That doesn't even make any sense. I mean, and that is the reason why I'm looking at this and saying that as an African, I'm very concerned about what these previous presidents of America have done to Africa.
Nothing.
And the fact that if somebody else is going to get into office, I have every right to comment on it.
Exactly, because they're going to come to the D's against Africa. Exactly.
Now, don't get it twisted. I would never advocate voting for Donald Trump. So everyone trying to say that criticism of Kamala Harris is advocating for Trump, you're being ridiculous.
Actually, Trump is better than Kamala Harris.
You're creating straw man arguments.
Trump is starting no wars. Trump is not our friend, but Trump ain't go to Africa and start wars. These people want to start wars. And they openly said we want all of Africa's resources. We'll do what we got. They're the ones behind the lockdowns because the J's told them. Okay? They want to bring all these damn WHO fucking pandemics and shit. So no, moron, get it right. I don't care. You can't throw Trump in my face. What wars did Trump say? Is Trump no good? Yeah.
Going on over here doesn't mean that I'm advocating voting for this guy. Point blank, period. And it isn't the job of Black American voters to save America and save the world again from this.
Exactly. It's always supposed to be black. He understands that. I told you, in America, black people are always supposed to sacrifice. Because black people, you must save democracy because white people are evil and don't ever do right. So it's up to you, black people, because you're the moral people. But they destroy our morality because you got a bunch of gays and transgenders. Are we moral anymore? That's one thing. See, because we're African people. African people are moral. That's why Joby's disgusted when I say stuff, because she's moral by nature. We were considered moral in America. We were the moral people, and that's a fact. And that's our African morality. So he's right, we were considered the moral people. We're considered the moral people. And let me see something.
That's all gone. It's all lost.
Damn, Joe said we immoral now. It's all lost. Goddamn. Let me get on. Let me jump on my phone. Joe said it's all lost. God damn. Joe said we're immoral. We got reds. Exactly. We got sexy reds and fucking Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj and goddamn Sukiyana and Cardi B. Disgusting. I'll be back on in a minute, guys.
Yeah. It is crazy, but I do agree with Keith on that. It is crazy, man. But I do believe it's not really the whole percentage of Black American people that are being caught up, because you do have 23 of you guys right here who I do believe you are upright. Literally, it's not every or the whole percentage of the Black people in America, those who are caught up in the industry, number one, because the coons, of course, they have to serve the coon purpose for them to keep up paying the bills, living the lifestyle that they have, buying them fake brands, all that. They have to keep up with the coonery, literally, for them to keep up with the money system. But it's not really everybody.
Making sure that they could consolidate that vote. However, think about this. The only American president in the last few decades not to start a new war, sanction an African nation, assassinate an African leader, or dramatically increase African-owed debt to the West was Donitsi. That's a crazy thing to think about, isn't it? Still, I wouldn't vote for him, but wow.
Mm-hmm. So it's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. So along with that, there was this one of also this guy here, still talking on Kamala Harris situation. And globally, I do believe right now, including Africans, we can see. And this is why I said from the word go, shout out to Sinovia if she's listening. I remember when she posed that question of what does this concern us? Why does it, if any one of them, if they win, if it concerns us or not? And I did say, personally, understanding now the global politics, for me, I am concerned about the American elections more than ever. It doesn't matter, of course, who takes, they're all controlled, but at the same time, it's the actions that are going to be taken, the agendas, who's going to be following the agendas, who's going to have the how do I call it, critical thinking of seeing things are being moved the wrong direction. Someone like Trump, I'd say, is not really a good person. I don't like Trump for shit, but we can say that he's tried and he will try make a few and a bunch of things to go back to the right direction. But let me share this other video right here as you get to continue, coming from this guy who had thoughts
what this guy
regarding Kamala Harris as well.
Just said about the Democrats.
What makes Kamala qualified to become the next president of the United States?
She's not. She didn't go through the voting process. They skirted the system, but I was all by design.
So how do you think it's even possible that she is now running for president when she wasn't even voted in to be the electoral?
Good question. Because
to be the person.
Because it's part of prophecy. If you look at like Egyptian, Kamala means lotus flower. Out of the lotus flower comes the sun god Ra. So what she's going to bring.
Check out what this guy just said about the Democrats.
What makes Kamala qualified to become the next president of the United States?
She's not. She didn't go through the voting process. They skirted the system, but I was all by design.
So how do you think it's even possible that she is now running for president when she wasn't even voted in to be the electoral?
Good question. Because
to be the person.
Because it's part of prophecy. If you look at like Egyptian, Kamala means lotus flower. Out of the lotus flower comes the sun god Ra. So what she's going to bring what he wanted. Back in the day, the sun god, along with Akhenaten, they were the rulers of the dynasty back in the day. They're going to bring economic doom. Because what you have to do, you have to destroy it before you rebuild it. They're gradually doing it now. That's why they got to have these conventions, because they need you to make a covenant with them and be in agreement with them to move forward. That's all this is. It's an exercise to participate in your own doom.
Okay.
This whole system was not built for American citizens. It was built for secret groups to run it, and they're running it.
So it's like I've just said, even with all these celebrities, literally, it's the coons. They have to keep up with the coonery for them to be able to pay the bills, to keep up with the lifestyle, to maintain the positions they have, to have the fake profiles they have. But if they were to come to literally the reality of being true themselves, all the money is going to be snatched away from them, and you'll see literally majority of the black people living now in a certain equality of poverty, not of wealth, but of poverty, literally, because you're no longer a coon, you're no longer a bootleg, you're no longer agreeing with what the system is telling you. You can dictate the wrong and right. So it literally,
You get Kanye.
yeah, exactly. They'll get Kanye. Exactly. They'll freeze all your money. They are gonna get rid of all the deals you have with the big brands and all that. And it's basically what we can see with all these coons from the leaders even themselves. Majority of these people are so scared to talk the truth and won't even come out with the truth, because the way they got in the system was not from the truth, from the word go. They got in with a lot of lies, got in with a lot of course, crazy maybe behaviors. You can hear all this crazy nonsense of camels and donkeys and all that. It's just crazy.
The
It is
horse, the
just
horse, the horse semen, Joby. Horse
mm,
semen.
very, very disgusting. I'm just
Your
promoting very
mind,
delicious
your
food. I don't want none of that.
I didn't even mess up. I didn't even mess up your appetite. I apologize. That's real,
Mhm. And these are the
real
same
crazy.
people. It's crazy, man. I was watching a video of this. This way, we have
Yeah.
two types of people. When you talk about the walk and the
hmm
people who just they love to just go 6 feet under to come back, maybe still in this same earth, because if you can't be able to just see minority of the things, then I don't know. But I was watching a video of this lady. Her video went viral
Yeah.
in 2021. I think I shared that when I was very, very new on Black Hot Fire. Her video was going
What
viral,
was she
and
doing?
she had been deported from the states, and she had been deported naked without any clothes. She said she was raped, she was tortured.
That.
um
Oh, that was
like
the Kenyan
she
lady, wasn't it? That was the Kenyan
yeah,
lady,
yeah,
right? Yeah, I
yeah,
seen that one again. Yeah.
she
Yeah,
went
she
through a
ended up
lot.
in.
So
Yeah, she was
oh
like some
god.
kind of nurse. She like some kind of nurse. She'd have been. That lady lived all over the country. She was in Arkansas. Then she moved all the way up to New Jersey. Then she finally was in a homeless shelter in California. And I said, "Dang, lady, you went all over the whole country. still, and still,
Exactly.
and still got deported, but naked."
Oh my god, it was not funny then, but now looking at how
But
she's
look,
listening,
but
it's kind
look,
of funny.
but look, but look, Joe. That lady been in more places in America as an immigrant than most black people. She was in Arkansas. She went all the way to New Jersey. She was in another state, and her last
And
state was California. I said, this lady lived everywhere.
one thing, let me tell you, I don't know. I believe Africans globally, we are survivors, but I feel like Africans in the continent, god damn, bro. The type of shit people go through here. Can you ask set to eating grasshoppers and ants all together? Do you think I'm not
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I think I'm not gonna survive any type of lifestyle like literally thrown at me outside there. I do believe Africans back in the continent are really hard survivors of any life thrown at them. They'll go through it all before they actually decide to quit. And that's the same thing we'd see even with the Saudi Arabia effect. People will see videos of people dying, but they still don't want to give up. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. It is super, super, super crazy. But I lost the train of thought I wanted to give over there. But shout out to John Mosquito, Karibu Sana. Hope you're doing amazing. And yeah, I was saying it's crazy to see these people who are being painted the good picture, because I always love going back to Kamala Harris when she came to Ghana, right? And, oh my God. And when she told people, the Ghanaians, that I'm the first black vice president, da 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 da. And of course, Ghanaians were so happy, excited. I can't remember which other African country she went to. But again, if you look at people like also Obama, in the western parts of Kenya, we have people who have named their children after Obama, Barack Obama. We have so many Barack Obamas if you go to Nyanza, that is in the western parts of Kenya, because they do believe, and even in songs you'll hear like people saying, oh, don't do this. You don't know if this child is going to be a Barack Obama, if they're going to be the next Clinton, whatever. And you're like, if you try to look at all this good picture narrative painted, good picture painted about these people and what they do behind the curtains is just so crazy. Because look at Kamala Harris, you wouldn't say apart from this woman, receiving it from the back, getting her positions illegally and all that, you wouldn't tell she's funding wars and she can cry crocodile tears like this.
We don't know if she was getting it from the back. We know she was getting a coochie taken, but did it have to be from the back?
Hey, yo, we don't even know if God knows if she's a woman. There's a whole lot of things going on in this whole, I'm just saying, I'm not saying she's not a woman, but America is just full of scandals, god damn it. Like full of scandals. Today you hear this, tomorrow you hear the next story, leading to something else. But let me share this very quickly.
Always stand up for Israel's right to defend itself. And I will always ensure Israel has the ability to defend itself, because the people of Israel must never again face the horror that a terrorist organization called Hamas caused on October 7, including unspeakable sexual violence and the massacre of young people at a music festival.
It's the vice versa, literally. We can see the Israelis, police officers literally going all the way to prisons, raping, torturing people. This is just so crazy. And it goes back to the video I just shared, literally talking about the mainstream media. When these other people, when this one is committing genocide, they're not to be pointed fingers at. But when Africa is claiming for revolution, this whole story is going to be on BBC, on CNN, and the police brutality all imaged out, not actually peaceful demonstrators trying to demonstrate. No, it's always the vice versa of who's trying to vandalize the business and everything. But this is not going to be addressed. Nobody is going to say Israel is the one committing genocide because they're so scared.
At the same time, what has happened in Gaza over the past 10 months is devastating. So many innocent lives lost. Desperate, hungry people fleeing for safety over and over again. Let me be clear. I will...
Crocodile tears, just like the platform has called it. Literally, those are crocodile tears. Crocodile tears. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're being the ones behind all this from the beginning, from Africa going all the way. Like you've heard from the video, them bombing Japan, going to other countries, Iran. You can see them in a mass. In Sudan, in DRC Congo, they're the same people. In literally every African country going through war right now, because every African country, I do say that every single day, I'll never stop saying that. Every African country is going through something. Just because we don't see it being filmed, we don't see it being documented, we don't see people going live on TikTok, it doesn't mean there's nothing going on, because the continent itself is very rich. I don't know why I can't find that video of that child I was to share today. That child was really talking so much intelligence, talking about the GDP, talking about the wealth, how the African continent is so big to occupy so many people, and why we should not be talking about depopulation. And that is what made me talk about what I was talking about earlier today, re-educating the African children. I was surprised to see this a child talking like this. Oh my God. I was like, at my age, we're not focused about these kind of things. We're being focused about the dolls. The dolls actually made you feel like how imperfect your hair was. Literally. They brought all these things to make you feel inferior, like you ain't shit. You know, we were so much focused on which is the new Barbie doll, which is the new Barbie cartoon, which is. But right now, seeing what children are talking about, I'm literally super impressed. I'm super impressed to see that there are also parents who are instilling these skills and knowledge to their children, and the children being interested, because I do believe once you start instilling some information to a child, they're gonna, even if you give them phones or any device, they're gonna be digging much more of that information you fed them, because they'll be yearning to learn more, you know. But wait, it is crazy. But shout out to John Mosquito, Karibu Sana. Hope you're doing amazing. Yeah, those are those are the Indian tears from Kamala Harris, I tell you. Those are the Indian tears from Kamala Harris. But I was saying about that Kenyan lady who was transported naked. She was talking, and that's why you get to understand the two sides of the. That's why you get to understand the two sides of the of people, literally those who are woke and those who are still sleeping. Because I saw she was she was saying, she was begging Kamala Harris, if she becomes president, how she should actually care and look after majority of the African immigrants, especially in America. But she was specific about the whole the Africans in America. And she went ahead and said, I was transported naked, and I understand you being a black woman. That is why I was just so caught up. You ever paid attention to a story as much as you heard it because it interests you, and then you hear someone say some goofy ass shit, and you're like, nah, way, no, because Kamala Harris, you're a black woman. We beg you, I, as a victim of this and this, no any other black woman or black person should go through this. It's sad to see, and I'm gonna, let me see if I can find that other video as well. I remember there's this TikTok video I saw also. This lady almost got mad. She wanted to be the other fellow lady because she was like, what you mean this Kamala Harris is black? She's not black. She's not black. Black where? Because it's sad to see what Africans have been, it is what Africans have been fed, even with what, because I do believe probably that is what Kenya they're trying to do, having these Indians being part of our tribe. Now we have Kenyan Indians, we have white Kenyans, and Chinese. Now tomorrow we're gonna have Kenyan Chinese. I can't go to China and call myself a Kenyan Chinese. The last time I checked, they wanted to eat a black person because of starvation. So,
Exactly.
I mean, I can go claim I'm a Kenyan Chinese, and what the heck? Even sounds crazy. I sound crazy myself,
Sure can.
I'm crazy, man. But let me share this video here. This lady got super mad. She was like,
what do you guys think about Kamala?
It'll be cool.
She's terrible. If she comes into office, it will be done.
It'll be cool to see a female black. She's half black, not fully black, but it'll be cool to see a black.
You're not even half black. You're not half black. That's not stupid.
But I'm definitely voting for Trump.
Let me tell you something. She tries to get the black vote. Because if you look at her past things, and maybe 10, 15 years ago, when she's in interviews, she identifies as West Indian.
She does.
The only way that she's identified as African American is right now. Right now. Because she wants the voters. But she doesn't give a fuck. Because where was she at in these past 4 years if she's vice president? What has she done for us?
She have not.
Can you say one thing that
I didn't even know she was the vice president?
Can we
She told you. I told you they're stupid. She didn't even know she's the vice president. I told you they're stupid. I told you. I told you, Joe. They don't even know who the vice president is. I told you. They're morons. I didn't even know she's the vice president.
And I am going to stand on Trump, and I'm so sorry if that may ruffle people's feathers, but I have done my own research, and Trump has done a lot for us, more than what the media tries to portray. They're getting all our favorite rappers. They're having Megan Thee Stallion twerk and all of that to gain, because they think that that's going to make us vote for them, and that's not.
They never got my vote,
and that will never get my vote. And I'm going to stand on that. Twerking and having my vote. Meg Thee Stallion, first off, the song that she was even saying is very ignorant.
Yep, that video, I saw that video on TikTok and I was like, yep, yep. Yeah, at least people are literally connecting the dots on what is happening. You know, not everyone. Some people are literally getting to connect the dots on what is happening. There's still those who are really caught up on the whole scenario, that those who are falling on the trap, which is of course what they want to get, because I feel like they know, I don't know if they understand what era we are in, but they feel like because black people always move with a certain wave, if I'm using the right words, like we easy to let me say manipulate. That's the simplest one I'd say. They think black people,
Manipulate,
because they're being
manipulate,
so
Joby.
easy.
Manipulate.
Yeah, I
That was the word you looked for.
think black people have been so easy to manipulate for over the years. Right now, they're gonna also still be easy. Like they are dumb. They think black people are still super dumb to be still manipulated in the old ways. I don't know if I made that correct. If you guys
Yeah.
understood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You said this. You try to say they think black people are still as stupid as they used to be.
Exactly. You know, because I feel like that is what they fail to understand, what era we are on in right now. Things are different. People understand what we've been dealing with, the kind of people we've been dealing with. There's so much truth, outside there. People have dug information. I don't need to wait for the mainstream media to feed me lies. I don't need to wait for fake news all the time to be told lies. Well, I can find the truth and figure it out myself. And that is basically what we've been told right here. But as we get to continue, just to shift a little bit, coming back to Africa, I want to share also this video. I found that video that you were explaining the other day. Let me share this very quickly as we get to move on. The video you are sharing to me the other day.
So this is a question I have asked on my live multiple times, and I thought it's time I bring it to.
And this actually explains just what I'm saying. They think, as much as we've not built anything, I still believe Africans right now are waking up, and we've had very many skilled people, but they have killed that, because perfect example, the guy from Zimbabwe, the guy from the States who tried to come up with a different way of trapping water, so many things. They have killed black people, they have killed black innovation.
Yeah.
It's not like we've not tried to build anything, but they have just killed the black innovation and claimed to be theirs, starting with the civilization, going back to the businesses and so many things. But let me share
Video to reach a wider audience, because this is a question I have for a lot of black men and African men, and I think it's time we start to answer these questions. And before all you red pill bros come at me, don't. I'm just not the type of person to dwell on the perceived flaws of our women without focusing on ours. I pay attention to both sides. And if you know me, I'm not a panderer. I'm definitely not someone to pander to or try to defend people who are abort black boys, calling me a bullet. No, if you know me, know who I am, the kind of family I come from, the kind of culture I come from. Tremendous self-respect. I'm not one to defend people who have known for hating me. This is not about black women. This is about black men. But I need you to answer this question. Are you ready? Now here goes. I want you to picture a scenario, right? Picture a scenario where a bunch of women are all hanging out. There's a white woman, regular white woman. There's a Jewish woman. There's an Arab woman. There's a Chinese woman. There's an Indian woman. There's a Mexican woman, a Filipina, a Black American, and an African woman. So that makes 9 women hanging around, chilling, just drinking, enjoying the day. And then out of nowhere, conversation starts getting a little spicy. The spice levels starts going up, and then out of nowhere, the white woman just like, you know what? Y'all not going to do this with me. I'm white. Our men control governments. You're not going to play with me. Everyone's like, what? The Chinese woman gets up and is like, first of all, I'm a Chinese woman. Our men run construction. No, sorry. Our men run manufacturing. if you want to build anything in this world, you need a Chinese man. So watch what you say to me. Everyone's like, okay. And then the Indian girl gets up and is like, first of all, I'm Indian. Our men run tech. If you want tech and if you want anything to work on your phone, you want your laptop, anything to run, you need Indian men. Don't mess with me. Everyone's like, okay. The Mexican woman gets up. She's like, Los Tigres del Nortes. Don't fuck with me. If you need a roof over your head, our men run construction. Don't play with me. Mexican men run construction. You play with me, I'm a holla at Jose, and it's over for you. Everyone's like, okay. The Jewish woman's like, I know you all don't keep your money under your bed, so as long as you got in the bank, watch what you say. Everyone's like, ooh, okay. The Arab woman is like, well, I'm sure you all need gas. Arab men, we control oil. That's us. Don't play with us. Everyone's like, okay, Arab girl. The Filipina is like, okay, I see what you're doing. Well, me and my
That's more
girls,
oil in Africa.
taking over
The Africans don't run it though.
And have you noticed something? Our men are slowly taking over. In 10 years, none of you bitches can get a vaccine without a Filipino man, and we will all be housewives. So checkmate. Everyone's like, oh, okay. So black men in this scenario, what have we given black women and African women to brag about or clap back about? Like, what have we given our women to brag about? What aspect of this world, what industry, what important part of infrastructure in this world do black men control? African men, the entire continent of Africa that belongs to us, what part of it do we control?
None of it.
That's my question. What do we control? And also, before you guys come at me, I know you red pill niggas again. Y'all gonna come at me on some, we out earn Latino man, blah, blah, blah. Fine. Do you remember Ron DeSantis a couple years ago? Was it 2 years ago? Talking all of that shit about Latino men? Did you see what happened? I could just picture the scenario. Hector gets his phone, picks up the phone, calls Jose, is like, yo, Jose, hey, fool, you want to go somewhere? You want to go on a vacation or something? It was like, for vacation? You crazy fool? I got work.
Basically, I'm checking through the comments. The comments are just hilarious. Someone said we gave our women sports music and what? Let me see. Sports music and stand-up comedy. All right. Another one says we have a lot, but nothing to control. The question is heavy. But if you try to look at all those women who have been put there, whom their men have done something, all these resources are coming back to us. What are the African men doing? The African men are the ones taking actually the resources, giving it away to the rest of the world. That is what the African man has done. The African man has not been taught the value of his resources. So this is why he's being used as a modern slavery, to continue making the rest of the world empower him, which doesn't actually empower him. You know, if my point literally
makes sense. But why doesn't the African man know how much his damn minerals are by now? why don't they know by now?
Well, again, it still goes back to, I think, mentality, where you're taught what I spoke about today, where you're taught you are less of a person, the white person. I mean, look at our men, kid. Should I share videos of our men being threatened and beaten by Chinese men?
They got a new one out there, but they got the other one with that Chinese man beating. I think they're in Uganda, Kenya, we whipping them with a belt. Yeah, so who's raising these men to be weaklings? That's the question. Who's raising these men to be weak? Who's gonna sit there in your own continent and be whipped by a foreigner? What?
It's the mindset, because trust me.
But that lady Joe be showing the beginning said we're colonizing you. We're African Americans over there beating you with belts and shit. Okay.
It's the mindset. It's the mindset because
Yeah.
if I look at our artists, a good example, I always look at our artists, majority of them who are even trying to speak revolution, and I'm like, bruh, you're moving, but you're not you're talking, but you're not moving the way you talk, you know. Someone like Calligraph Jones, you know, is someone who has collaborated with Sauti Soul in speaking about revolution, how Pan-Africanism is so important. But this guy is married to a whole white woman, you know. So it is
Who is?
technically
Burna Boy is?
calligraph.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What? Oh, whoa, I know. Whoa. How long ago was this?
They have a baby together. I think one.
Oh man, he done. Yeah, he done. Nah. Yeah, he never told me that. No what? Nah. Go away, nigga. Go away. For real.
Yeah.
Go away.
So
Wow. Nah.
I look at
He's
that.
he's not a revolutionary. No, no.
Yeah, I look at that. I look at so many artists. If you listen to their music, you're like, hey, this one is making sense on this one. But if you look at their action, you're like, but why are you moving with a white woman? Why are you moving with a white man? You know?
Because they're colonizing the mind. That's what they want you to do. That destroys you as a people. All you gotta do is read the book, The Destruction of Black Civilization. It tells you that. You know, that's what they want. They always, when you're in the music industry, they always put some white woman on you, a white man on you. Because that money goes back to the what? The white community, not yours. Look at all these damn basketball players who have money and died like Kobe Bryant, billions of dollars. The woman got all his money when he died. And the parents asked her just for $1 million. She said no.
Wow.
His own parents said, kick rocks, you niggas. This man was worth like $700 million.
Wow.
So he told his parents, hell no. No. So then now they're selling all their belongings and impoverished. So your own parents that raised you, thought you had to play basketball, made you a millionaire.
That is something else I do admire about you as a parent, being honest, kid. The way you've taught your children not to mess around, not to bring any
know that.
You know, don't bring no cracker in the house. Like, let me use the right term.
Don't bring him to me. Don't bring him to me.
Brutality that parents have to apply, because you have to teach your children again from the young age. Because if Kobe Bryant was taught from a young age, none of that would have happened, you know. But if you grow up with the same class of parents who do not understand or are scared to face the reality that this is what you get. I've worked so hard, something happens to me. The retirement benefits are supposed to go to my family, including my wife and my children, but it's supposed to be equally shared.
Exactly. They told you no. Fuck your parents. Fuck them. That's been over and over again. Over and over again.
Let me tell you, the jokes in the States, oh my God, y'all need some Africanism in you guys. Like, the jokes in America are just way too big. This is why we need more Africans actually they should continue just flocking in. It shouldn't even, they should continue. I support immigration. They should continue. Because there's just a whole lot of bullshit going on there.
What are you talking about? The Africans that come over to America are coons, Joby. They're not letting non-coons over here. If they're coming over legally with a visa and a visa, they're gonna be coons. I'm not letting no revolutionary black people over here. I don't want no revolutionary black people here. Y'all gonna be coons.
This is just super, super crazy. This is super, super. That is crazy what you just said.
He's not the only one that did it. Go pull up. Kobe Bryant refuses to give Kobe Bryant's spouse refuses to give his parents money.
Wow.
Michael Jackson's that got them fake white kids in his. Their mama needed money, and his kids told her no too. His white kids told her no. Told his mother no. God damn. Told Katherine Johnson to kick rocks. Exactly right. It's true, Joe. You must say it's true, Joe. Yeah, it's true. And told the parents to keep her name out their mouth.
Wow. This is crazy. This is just so crazy, being honest. Do you know how shameful this is, even to you being dead? Literally, this is so shameful. Even if you're no longer existing, like you just because the example is this. Kobe Bryant, people are talking about him probably, and the parents are like, bro, you worked all that life for viewers, you work for all that money for you to just go to one person, you know? The level of greediness, I don't even know how to describe this, but this is just super insane, and this tells you a lot about the system how it is created in America. And this is what I'm talking about when I mean about Africans actually invading there. I'm not meaning about them even uh intermarrying or anything. Is about some things that Africans would not accept. Like there's no way, and this is why you see fightings. We've discussed a couple of these informations on the Black Kings frequency. You'll see war going on, families over and over for years, fighting for wealth that was left by someone who died 10 years ago or 20 years ago. But they won't let go of
What are they gonna do? How you gonna come fight for that money? That money was left to the white, not you. This ain't Africa. You ain't gonna come here and do no fighting. You gonna go to jail, and she's gonna have people.
About how the system is set up, because that is unfair, Keith.
That's,
This what we
yeah.
do is unfair.
Yeah, it's unfair. So what? They gonna tell you that the son left the money. He died. The money's in the marriage name, and the family don't get shit. That's the law. You ain't gonna bring your African law here.
You bring your American laws right here. You see. You try
You're
that.
not gonna bring your African law here when they say the money's not yours. Nothing you can do about it. How you gonna get to her mansion? She lives in a gated community with security. You're not getting close to that lady.
This is just so crazy.
And when you try to call, she changes her number. She hangs up on you, changes her number.
She's insane.
And not just that. Look at Michael Jackson's fake kids. All that money, all them billions went to them. And the grandma asked for some money. His mother, Michael Jackson's mother asked kids, grandma needs some money. They told her ass no. No, granny. You can't do nothing for you. Fuck you. But Michael was my son. Yes, but he was our fake daddy. It wasn't our fault he didn't like himself, and he adopted kids that are not his. He adopted white kids. That money's ours now. So fuck you.
That was to get out of here. The only law coming from America to Kenya is the UN Army. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh my God. But trust me, I'm even trying to think about the Africans who have married white women. Unless you're stupid to be dominated by a white woman, an African man still remains the dominant one. Unless you are stupid enough, because I'm trying to look at even Khalifa.
Not America, you know. They know you think these people don't know the laws of America. These white women, you ain't no laws that help no African and no American. These white women know they're the power in America, not you. They don't give a damn about you being no African. So
I'm saying,
so imagine.
I want to know.
You like Tom Brady? He should did like Tom Brady. Now Tom Brady knew his wife was going to eventually divorce him, and she's a multi-millionaire. She's a supermodel, Giselle, whatever her name is, right? So what did Tom Brady do? He put all his money in his mother's name. So when she came to divorce him and got the lawyers, Joby, he found out he didn't own nothing. All his wealth was in his mama's name. But these niggas ain't gonna never do that. Oh, I love my white woman. And look at George being told to give him some more money again with his cool name, with his third white woman. What is up, Joby? Say Tom's Brady money is in his mother's name. But she went to divorce and said, I want this house. I want all the money. They say, you can't. He don't own nothing.
Tom Brady?
Say Tom Brady's money is in his mother's name. So when she went to divorce him to get his money, they said he don't got no money. Of course, Tom Brady's worth like $1 billion. They ain't got no money.
They're saying that there's lack of evidence confirm whether Brady's property is owned by his mother or not.
It is. They already know. It's owned by his mother. He don't own it. It ain't in his name. It ain't in his name. So he got somebody in his family own it. So when he got divorced, you wouldn't get the shit. Smart. When she got divorced, she said, I want all the property. I want this property. He said, I can't. You can't have it. I don't own it. My mom does.
Shout out to Sister Michelle as we get closer to winding up. Shout out to Sister Michelle. Jason says, coming back to these illusions, even if getting a high vibration family is getting some kind of this dysfunctional issues, especially dealing with Southern family in the physical. Okay, didn't get that. But John Mosquito says, I think a few sports stars are starting to emulate this to protect
their assets. Exactly. Why would you marry somebody you know eventually that woman gonna cheat on you, or you might get tired of that coochie. Now you made millions of dollars. She ain't made no money, so she gonna come later on. I gotcha. I want a divorce, and women. Who initiates the divorces in the world? The women. Who initiated the divorce? His wife did. Tom didn't initiate that divorce. Giselle did. She initiated that divorce, but he was ready for her ass. Yeah, right. She said, I want a divorce, and I want all your shit. She said, Giselle, baby, I don't own nothing.
That would be a good one. That would be a good one.
That's what he did, Joby. He said, Giselle, baby, I don't own that. I don't believe. So he went to the lawyer to get the paper. They start looking up. He don't own nothing. Tom is broke, according to the paper. We know his mama's holding it for him, but Tom is broke, Giselle. He don't got no money. No money for you. No money for you, you rotten bitch.
That's a clever one. I'd do the same.
That's right, Joby.
You know, I do believe you have to know who you're really getting married to. You know, once you notice their greedy behaviors, especially act broke and see their behavior. You know,
exactly. That's what you do, Joe. Because that have nothing to do with you. Your partner Shamana should laugh in your face and say no. She'll say no, nigga. And you're a millionaire. She don't know. Exactly right. That's what you do. You play broke. That's that soccer star in Spain. Tom said he got it from him. Tom said he talked to him years ago. He said, bro, put that stuff in your mom's name. Because the guy in Spain, his wife tried to divorce him too and get his shit. He said, I don't know nothing.
Wow. Yeah, but I do believe that's the best way to catch actually not just even a woman but your partner, both ways. Because
that's right.
Most of the relationships,
a woman need to do that too. That's right.
Yeah, without money, see a man's reaction. Maybe if he was attracted to you because you are well enough, or maybe both of you could be able to pull some tricks and all that. Now, because one of you cannot, you're gonna see the behavior of the other one. You know, like
exactly right. You're a mosquito that married and divorced after a few months. You got that right. Trying to get the bag. You ain't getting no money for me. You get your bag-headed ass out of here.
Oh my God, that's
he's the best. He's the best player in the world. Okay, I don't know. I don't look at soccer. Joby might know him. I don't know the best player in the world in Spain. I don't know. Joby might know him.
Not really. I don't keep up with the names.
Okay. Well, he kept up with his paper. Tried to pull a fast one to get a divorce. try to be sneaky. You come home, they sitting there waiting. I served you divorce papers today. You did what? What happened? I served you divorce papers. The lawyer will be calling you soon. Oh shit! You think you're mine? Yeah, bitch. I also changed the name on everything to my mama. So yeah, good. You're divorcing me? Watch you about to end up with nothing and out of this nice house you were living in. So the joke's on you, bitch. The joke's on you.
I like that one. I bet you go crying broke. What you
That's
expected.
right. That's right. That's what you do. That's
go
right,
crying
Joby.
you go crying broke. I literally do that. Like to test a relationship. If you're in one right now, do it with money. See if that girl loves you. If it's because of the
Exactly. You want to know if a girl really loves you. Exactly. Exactly. Sadly, most women don't love you because of your pockets. So it's hard to find a good woman because they're all in your pockets. Exactly right. Yeah. Tom Bates all that shit to his mother. Exactly. Everybody knows that he did that. Trying to get Giselle mad as hell. Giselle ain't getting his bag exactly. Remember, she divorced him in secret. She didn't tell he comes home. Yeah, Tom, I'm divorcing you. God damn it. And here are the papers. Oh, he's looking all sad. But he thinks it's my yeah, bitch. I know you think you think you're about to get paid. It's all in my mama's name. They said she went crazy when he told her. Said, Tom, I want this house. I want that house. I want this much money a year. He said, I don't got no money. Come on, Tom. You're almost worth $1 billion. You think you're fooling. He said, you can look it up, baby. I still love you. No, I'm divorcing you. And I want the money. And the lawyer told her, hey, Tom Brady doesn't have nothing signed his name. He has no money.
I've
She's like, what?
seen a friend who I never thought they would really get divorced. Like if it was to believe in marriage or love, these two friends literally gave me hope in marriage and love, which I've not lost. I still, despite everything I go through personally, I keep my hopes very
We all
high.
want to believe in love, Joby.
Experience, not just believe. Experience, okay? Experience that shit. Don't just believe. But it got to a point where this guy, his finances were not going okay. His car, I think, got into an accident. His insurance money was not coming in through at the right time. His job, things are not also going okay. Things are not just going okay. And the level of disrespect I saw from this lady friend to the guy, it got to some point I'm like, man, I wish I was the one married here in this house.
I told you, Joby. I told you that disrespect comes. I told you.
I really wish at some point I used to turn the tables, flip the tables and like be the wife, because I'm like, honey, you got a housemaid, you got a cleaning machine for doing your laundry. You're not doing nothing. You're just being a wife, literally, and you have your business running. Like, why? What's up? What's really going on? Something that really didn't just. What else do you want? It didn't make sense to me. What do you really want? If you ask this guy for anything, he's done it. Right now, he's just not at his best point, and you should be the most understanding. But I used to see attitude. She started cheating. It was just crazy, And
that's what a real woman would do. Would stand by. But she's more worried about what he could do for her. She never loved his ass.
Well, I don't know if they really did love each other or not, but I know they really did love each other at some point. But the love is real exactly when the money comes in, especially from the woman, because the guy was really genuine. The guy, you could find him crying majority of the times, breaking down because of this lady. Oh, I love her. I don't want to lose her. Try talk to her. Try tell her to understand this and this. I'm like, God.
That was coming from him, not from her. That was from him, not from her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was always from him, always just breaking down, crying, trying to beg a couple of us, on the circle to talk to the lady to relax.
That's a Miss Trudy shit in reverse.
Oh my God, you're just making a whole man cry. Like, what? Anyway, I really don't like that. I really don't like that. Personally, I'm a ride or die, honey. Ride or die. It's me and you. We eating kales, we eating cabbage, we eating everything together. Okay? It's me and you. Unless you decide to leave, trust me, karma is waiting for you outside there. You left the best. That's what I know. But anyway, as we come to the end of the show, I see John Mosquito saying Joby True Love does exist, but you turned down. Come on, you guys, you have to stop. You and Kay Williams have something. I don't know about that. That's not my true love. That was just life doing life, you know. And everything happens for you, not to you. Okay, it's always a teacher.
Joby wouldn't have had that. Joby would have been messed up over there in a rural. Them Venezuelan gang members would have got her and damn Zoe and kicked their ass out.
Whoa! Yo, hey, I'm grateful. I stuck my heart in Kenya, you know. Oh, take a flight. Kid doesn't have to know where. What? Are you crazy? How do you mean I'm disappearing for 2 weeks, 3 days, or I don't know how many days, and my presence is not recognized where I am? Are you crazy? Sounds crazy as F. But anyway, family, we'll wrap it up there with today's conversation. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Joe Mosquito Jibadaba, who has been with us. He said no joint bank account. Shmani said you guys gotta have a joint bank account, okay? There's no you guys are putting money separately, okay? If it's she said, shout out to Shmani, man. Shmani said she's gonna do 97%, okay? That includes paying the rent, electrical bills, water bills, buying food. She's doing 3%, and this 3%, also she might not do this 3%. You have to do 100%, and you guys have to have a joint bank account. Hey, Shmani is crazy, you know. But personally, I did say, and I've said a bunch of things on most of the shows. Check them out. I don't need to repeat them here. You need just a real person, you know, to stick right with you. If you find them, keep them. They're really rare to find. If you find them, keep them. Don't fumble that. If it's worth keeping, keep it. You know, if you don't find it, also that is what was meant for you. Life is just meant for you to be lonely, you know. Stay there, hang on there, and don't wait on the next one. But anyway, family, have yourselves a beautiful day. I don't know if Keith has any closing remarks. Shmani talking crazy. Shmani is always crazy, man. Shout out to her. And yeah, Keith, do you have any closing remarks before we get to wind up? I think we lost him over there, or is busy. Get a what? Jibba jabba what? I'm even scared of dogs. I don't even think I can keep a dog now as a pet. God damn. Whatever I learned last week was so disgusting. Ew. I'd rather keep a parrot. Something that's trying to mimic me, but I'm talking. You know? No way. I don't think I can keep a dog. It has to be super masculine, like really masculine. I don't need me no girlish dog. It has to be like a dog that can bite. If you touch it in an unwanted way, it bites you. Like, you can't touch me, my touch me.
Where you want a dog that's gonna provide safety, Joe? Exactly. You want a real dog. You don't want some shit like Irriton got work. If something happens to you, be all messed up.
Mm-hmm. I've dealt with chihuahuas. I don't think I can keep a chihuahua anymore.
Nah, I hate chihuahuas. Nah, they worthless.
I want a dog, a big dog, like a masculine dog, you know, a manly dog, you know. That's what I want. I don't have no animals in my house. Why can I even keep an animal in England, John Mosquito? Can you keep an animal? You're allowed
No,
to
lad. Hell no. Unless you live in an apartment, he can't. But hell, I don't want no. You want a dog, Joe, be pissing and shitting and fucking your furniture up?
Not really now. When I have my own compound, yes. When it has its own house outside, yeah. But now, not even my own two balconies can I keep a dog, kid. No way. No way. I can't. I've stayed with dogs. Dogs are so toxic. Oh my God. They piss, they poo anywhere.
Piss and shit everywhere. Exactly.
Oh my God, I can't keep up with that. Mm-mm. I can't do with chihuahuas or none of that.
Be tearing all the nice shit you just bought in your house.
Man, let me give you a short story. I think, oh my God, before you went, oh my God, you just reminded me that time. Oh my God, I think oh my God, I think it was one of the Tuesdays.
What happened, Joby?
I think it was one of the Tuesdays or Thursday.
Okay.
My first time, because I used to come to work on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? So one of the Tuesdays or Thursday, I used to be my off days. So I think one of the days, I left my
4 years
50
ago. Shit.
I left my 50, the only 50 shillings I had on my pocket that day. The only 50 bob, and I was supposed to come and make milkshake, go make money on top of that 50 bob. I left it on the chair. I don't remember what I went to pick downstairs. Then I came back. Man, I found the dog had teared my $50 apart. Like,
oh, wow.
I was so mad. I was so mad. Oh my God. I beat that dog almost to death. Oh my God, I was so mad. Oh my goodness. That is the day I was saying, like, I'm never, ever, ever gonna keep a dog in my house because that really annoyed the shit out of me. It was the only $50 I had, and I was supposed to make like $5 on top of that because the milkshake I used to make was plenty. I used to make like plenty of this type of size of a cup. So I'd make like a lot of cash from there. What? I was so disappointed. I got so mad. I remember my cousin came back home that day. He got so mad at me because of beating the dog too. I beat the dog so much, and he got mad at me too. And I'm like, why are you getting mad at me for doing a mistake? You're supposed to train your dogs to not eat shit everywhere, you know? You can't just go grabbing things you think they're supposed to be eaten, including money. I don't care whether you're a dog. You are supposed to be trained. What the heck? I was so mad. Oh my God.
That was your milkshake money.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was so mad. I was so mad. And minding the fact that they never used to give me money. Every time you're gonna ask them for money, they're gonna give you a certain type of attitude. Like, I'm mad because that's my money too. If I ask you for the same money, you're not gonna give it to me. So please spare me. But anyway, don't keep no dogs. No, don't keep no dogs. Waton's dog is ex-police dog. That's what I had. What? I don't know about that, John Mosquito. I don't follow up much of the stories, but also see you saying if you are Korean, that dog would have been I just beat it. That's all I did. I really came the shit out of that dog that night. But anyway, family, we wrap it up there. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Don't keep no dogs, kindly. Do not. It's not healthy for you. Unless you have your own compound, fine. And unless you know how to also keep up with them all the time, if you can, then cool. But if you
Everyone around
can't,
beating dogs' asses and messing their money up.
Man, no, they did a whole lot of things, man. I can't even remember. My clothes were my shoes. You know, dogs like starting with shoes, right?
Yeah.
They find shoes and just their shoes up. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've gone through hell. Oh my goodness. That reminded me a lot. I had new pair of sandals, the only pair of sandals I had. And they were all torn apart. They were torn apart. At that time, I only had one pair of shoes, literally just one. Torn apart. Oh my God. It is crazy.
Your life,
when you get mad, you sound crazy. Oh my God. That was crazy. But anyway, family, have yourselves a beautiful day. You guys reminded me, you reminded me. You reminded me.
Right, Joby, come on. That's the money she need to get make her money, and all her shit fucked up. Ah, man, this damn dog here, goddamn it. The cousin, don't you beat my dog? Well, you gonna give me my $50 back? I ain't giving you nothing back.
But I see John Mosquito says, Joby, did Iwaton get you that goldfish? She said for my birthday, John Mosquito. My birthday is December. Remember? December.
Goldfish. You better not get no goldfish. They die. You go, bitch, that should have died on your ass.
Of course, I know it's gonna die, and I know she's not gonna. Do you know how many I'm not throwing Iwaton under the bus, but she's promised me a lot of things I never see, so I don't believe it. I don't like to promise shit. Just do it.
Yeah, so, yeah, she my problem. She got there to ask me about a damn blender. Hey, wait a minute, how soon are we getting the blender? I ain't saying nothing about getting no blender. I said, I'm gonna get the damn water treatment things. I'll get that this week. I never promised no damn blender. I said it might be a good idea. When we getting the blender, I never knew I promised no goddamn blender.
And personally, for me, don't overpromise things if you can't deliver. So I don't follow up. Anything anyone will tell me, unless you do it, I'm not gonna follow up much. I'm just that simple. Okay. You'll not even hear me ask you about it. But I also see Sister Michelle says Joby would go to jail here for beating the dog. Sister Michelle?
Yeah, that's a crime, Joby. They put you in jail for that. Yeah.
What?
Look that up. Look that up, Josie.
I've seen a woman arrested for throwing a dog outside her car.
Yeah. That's called animal abuse. You can't do that. But you can kill black people all day. You guys know. Remember, Judge Joe Brown, they were trying to at least treat it as good as a dog. Because you kill black people, don't shit happen. You kill a dog because they're related to them dogs. You kill a dog, Joe, but you're going to jail.
Wow. What?
Like
do you know, we're so used to beating dogs right here. Like, you see a dog, you're going to beat the shit out of the dog. Like, you know, it's like seeing dogs walking around here. Get the shit out of that shit.
And they'll lock your ass up. So you come to Africa, you come to America with that. Yeah, look it up. Say it's animal abuse a crime in America. Ain't locking your ass up.
Wow, that is something you have learned at the end of this show. Wow,
locking your black ass up. I'm from Africa. Yes, you're from Africa. Now you're in this. Now get in this jail, nigga.
Wow.
Get in this cell.
We have so many Africans going and ending up in prison because most of the things you're used to doing here are so free. You go there, do some dumb shit, and you end up in prison because you don't know the rules and the law.
Just like Big Chief said, you got a lot of Africans in prison in America too, right? For beating dogs and all kind of dumb shit. You can't beat no dog, Joby.
Crazy man.
They get you beating that dog you did. They call the police and lock you up.
Thank you, Sister Michelle. None of these people had told me that. They would have been arrested without Jabba Keep. Anyone telling me that.
I just, you know? I don't know. I just thought you probably knew, but you didn't know. It locked your ass up. You get locked up. Your cousin would have called the police.
Wow.
My cousin kicked my dog. We're on the way right now, ma'am. Tell her don't leave the house.
Wow.
And we're gonna be locking her ass up. Abuse of an animal. That's right.
They'll give you a penalty for touching their dogs. The dogs didn't know. Oh my God! Y'all need to come to Africa, please. This is a free land. Oh, we steal dogs. Oh my God! Do you know we used to steal dogs when we were young? Like you walk away with people's chihuahua. I remember when my chihuahua was stolen in 2021. The one I had a big one. I had two. So one of them died, and then I had another one that remained. So that one, it really had really cute fuzz, because the chihuahuas, what makes them attractive is the fuzz, right? How maintained and clean they are. So this one had really cute, strong brown fuzz, and it was really loved. Its name was Handsome, because it was really handsome, for real, looking good.
The dog name is Handsome.
It was named Handsome. That was the name of it. Okay, dogs. Unique names. So it was stolen. I can't remember where I went that day, and then I found the child of my cousin had opened the dogs, but mine escaped, and it was nowhere to be found. Do you know I had to pay like almost $20 to get my dog back?
Oh, you did get it back. I didn't know you got it back.
I had to pay these goons to get my dog back, $50, because they told me if you don't pay us, you're not getting your dog back. And they had so many other dogs kept there, not just mine, but for other people. Oh my God! What do you mean?
I would say keep his ass.
This is the norm, Africa. Oh my God. You steal them, you go take videos with them and return them.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't trying to get money, right? There's all kind of scams going on to get money. I said, girl, you keep his ass. Keep.
Oh my God, this is just so crazy. But anyway, family, we'll wrap it up there. If we start talking about pets, it's also
Much
another
love,
thing.
family.
We're not gonna finish right now, but have yourselves a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. Sister Michelle, Jiba Jaba, Joe Mosquito, Jason Hill, another Demi Black man, another handsome man, and to everyone who has been there, Cassius Williams, and anyone I've not have mentioned on today's conversation. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.
That's Ricky's slick ass. I didn't know that was even Ricky. Ricky got all these damn aliases and shit.